at Gundam Planet, we're all about obligatory re-releases, which is what this is exactly. If anyone at any point is surprised that there is a new high-grade Strike Freedom Gundam, then I don't know, man. Really? If you're the one guy that's watching this, like, well, that was me. Like, you need to like reassess yourself because that is ridiculous. Let's go and do it though. So I'm sure this is going to be good because, you know, Nick did the Freedom Gundam, I did the Force Impulse. The Seed Revive stuff is very solid, and this is a fat box. There's a lot going on here, especially for like 2,000 yen. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So start off with the multicast runner. We get the beam shield. We get the railguns for the sides all on here. What's very nice is that the same thing as with the Force Impulse. There's a lot of small pieces cast in the correct color that are really going to make it pop without having to do a whole lot to it. Just even down to like the tips on the shield binders being red is something I really appreciate. So we do have shampoo gold, and I'm definitely not going to do any painting. You don't have a full inner frame like you would with the real grade, so you don't have to worry too much about it. It's still probably going to look fine, and it's really easy to work with. So this is a whole bunch of just like miscellaneous bits and bobs and connector pieces and things, so not super important. Then we get the white, which looks great. All the panel lines and the right details are on here. It doesn't look like any of it is cast incorrectly, which is really good stuff. So it should look super clean with a lot of good lines. The proportions look really fantastic. I'm very curious to see what it's going to look like next to the real grade, which I will be checking out. So then we have the wings, which are maybe in less pieces than they would be in a larger or more detailed version of this suit, but they still look like they're going to be able to be displayed fine. You should be able to take the Dragoons off. Here they are. And actually, I just noticed this now. This is weird. So instead of being multiple pieces that you snap together, these guys are just, they're solid. So they definitely just slide off by themselves. Here they all are with the, you get the blue feet part. There's some chest pieces here, but that's actually super cool. Funny enough, there's like still kind of a seam line on top of them from where the plastic connects, but what are you gonna do? That's neat. And then we got gold poly caps to fit in with the gold insides. That makes sense. Fair enough. Got beam sabers. We got minimal stickers. We got like what does this blue go around? I'm not totally sure, but it looks like they're going to be kind of annoying because you do have to, anytime you need to like stripe a longer, skinnier sticker on something, I'm immediately not super pleased about that, but there's only two big ones, so should not be too bad. We got the rest of the white armor pieces. Again, all the markings that should be here are here. I've done the Master Grade Strike Freedom and the Real Grade Strike Freedom. I love Strike Freedom. He's a good looking guy, so this definitely looks right to me. I'm not an expert necessarily, but everything looks cast correctly and very good. So we got more inner frame, we got gold hands, we got all gold everything. But again, I really don't think you're gonna need to paint most of this because it's gonna be small and it's not gonna be a big deal. And then final runner is just the rest of the wings and all the rest of the dark blue pieces, which is not something I like, but it's something that's necessary to the Strike Freedom design. There just has to be dark blue. We got some gun pieces. We got his chest piece, but everything looks like really good. So this is just this is a fat high grade, man. Are you kidding me? There's a lot of stuff in here. So whoa, propaganda. Bandai wants Gundam everything, right? Oh my goodness, there's so much. I just wanted to see the manual. So anyway, I'm stoked because it should be, let's just hope that it is a more posable, less detailed version of the real grade, and maybe it'll be worth owning both. We will see. Alright, I'm back, and I did it, and it was actually even better than I thought. When I finished this, I was thinking, like, man, this might be the best high grade I've built all year, and I feel pretty strongly about that. I can't really remember every high grade that I built this year, but this one definitely stands out as something that is probably the best high grade I built this year. So let's come on in and go through all the stuff here and do it up. All right, let's go through it bottom to top. So we got feet. You got plenty of movement here. You got ankle rock movement, which is good. You get a toe hinge, which is pretty sweet, especially because like you're gonna want to get a little dynamic. You're gonna want to get this guy up in the sky. One thing to note is that like all Strike Freedoms, it's obviously back heavy. You will be able to get it to stand, but if you put it on an action base too, you're gonna be in a much better spot. It does have a, you just take the peg from that, shove it right up in there, and he's good to go. So we got double jointed legs. Which, actually, let's take the wing binder off so we can actually see this real quick. Hold on, there we go. Okay, so, he looks so naked. So double jointed legs that go literally all the way back. If you need him to do this, You got it. So that's great. The joints feel fantastic. Using that that like shampoo gold inner frame is actually pretty good because it just feels good. You get the thigh swivel up in there, and you get a full kick, full all the way back, like just some of the best posability that you could possibly imagine. I cut the front skirts so that I can move them individually, which you should do as well. And then you get back skirt, which actually moves out of the way too, which is pretty cool. No, I don't think you can cut this, but either way I didn't, it's just not necessary. So moving on to the waist, as Strike Freedom does, you get the rail cannons here, which swing out. Obviously a little less dynamic than some larger versions of rail cannons, but like very easily, they're kind of plain looking, but this is exactly what they're supposed to do, so that works perfectly well. And then obviously, maybe not obviously, but if you know Strike Freedom, you know that these can rock behind him, and then you can see the beam sabers are on there too. They just peg in, peg out, just so we don't have to go over that. You do get blades for the beam sabers. Ta-da, there it is. So we can put that back on here, and once you get that out of the way, you get the guns, right? So let me take the hands off the guns, and you just go ahead, fold down the handle, and you peg them in so that they can sit on the sides, which is a very, very strong look. I really like that he's kind of the complete guy, like all of his weapons are chilling there. So that's great. They're in there very sturdy too, which everything about this is just like absolutely solid. Let me take these beam sabers off. So I love that. You actually do get a little bit of a torso crunch, which is crazy. You have to be careful that the ball peg doesn't come all the way out. But like, you can rock this back and forth because if you can see, there's just a ball peg under there that goes into here, and really gives you like a great range of motion that I was not expecting. Moving up here, we get not crazy amount of shoulder stuff, but enough that you could get them out a little bit. I don't know why I keep popping this thing off all of a sudden, but it does stay in there pretty well. But anyway, so yeah, so that works, and then we get double jointed elbows, go all the way up, which is awesome. You get the bicep swivel as well, which is great. These guys go all the way out, all the way around. They're very good. Hands too, they're just pegged in there. They're fine. You pop them out. You don't get a lot of options, but you get either open hands or, grabby hands for the guns or the beam sabers. So that works. Not a ton of articulation with the head, but he's kind of got this collar situation, and it does move wherever you need it to. So that works. Everything is there. Also, just a quick note is these, you can pull back the things on the back of the legs, kind of, sort of. Maybe not. Maybe you can't do that. No, I know that you can do it. My nails are just really not good for this kind of thing. There it is. Woo, there you go. So that's another thing you can do. And then we got the wing binders, which operate just as they should. You move them all around. You can pull these guys off, kind of, sort of. No, they do pull off. It doesn't come with any way to display them, but you do get that option in there, and then they'll just go right back on. So these move around exactly as you think they should, all the way around. Works perfectly well. They don't fall apart, which is great. And the last thing you get is just his beam shield, which like other Strike Freedoms, you can go ahead and pop these little red guys off here, and it will just peg right into the arm, and then you peg the red piece back on top somehow. There you go, and there's a shield. So that's the full thing. And honestly, I feel, oh, one more thing. My gosh, no, the gun. You can do the thing with the gun. You can combine the guns into the one big long gun too. So that was the one thing I was missing, is there you go with that. Every bit of the Strike Freedom Gundam is here and works incredibly well, and I am all about it. So as you can see, this is a complete package, something that is just absolutely logically constructed, that the end result just gets you the best version of this possible for this scale and detail level. So I can't actually think of any way that it could have even been improved, because they just did such a great job. And I'm stoked. I hope they do a Destiny Gundam to go with it, because this is a really, really good Strike Freedom.
I get broads in Atlanta, just at the bench, sipping fat. Credit cards in the scams, waiting for such shit. Let it sound, whole bunch of lavish shit. They be acting red, I be lavish shit. I be feeling just like on the vanish. I got plenty just like with the.
Thanks again, everyone, for watching the video. Please do the like, comment, subscribe. Just do it as much as you can, just as many times as you can. Thank you to Marshsound for all the music. You can check out the link to SoundCloud in the description. He does all the spinning bass music and the music that you're listening to right now. So thank you to him, and thank you to you, and we'll see you guys next time.